A 29-year-old woman recently welcomed a baby girl and, following a brief period of maternity leave, found herself in a situation where she needed to return to work. Unfortunately, due to financial constraints, she was unable to afford childcare services. Consequently, her husband, who is 35 years old, reluctantly agreed to look after their baby while she was at work. The mother had legitimate concerns about leaving her baby alone with her husband during the day. Nonetheless, in the initial stages, everything appeared to be going well. She expressed, "When I returned from work, my baby was clean and peacefully sleeping." In subsequent instances, he was either engaged in playtime, feeding her, or taking her for a stroll. "I was relieved and content with his care," she recounted. However, a few days ago, a neighbor disclosed troubling information to the mother. It came to light that as soon as she left for work, the baby would start crying and continue to cry for extended periods. The concerned neighbor even knocked on their door, but her husband only responded when he was awakened from his slumber. This led the mother to the conclusion that he was sleeping most of the time while she was away and was merely pretending to care for their child before her return. Fearing for her baby's well-being, the mother devised a complex plan to ascertain whether her husband was genuinely looking after their child or merely sleeping throughout the day. She made the decision to take a day off from work, leaving home at her usual time. After waiting for 30 minutes, she returned home, confirming her suspicions. She found her husband sound asleep, wearing noise-canceling headphones. Without hesitation, she went to her daughter's room, gently picked her up, and brought her to a friend's house for safety. 2 hours later, she called her husband to inform him that she was on her way home. He was distraught, unable to locate their child, and even contemplated involving the police. The wife then revealed to her husband that she had taken their baby while he was asleep. Upon her return home, her husband's mother was present, attempting to calm his nerves. Both the husband and his mother expressed their strong disapproval of the wife's actions. In the aftermath of this incident, the husband moved out to live with his mother, and their extended family criticized the wife, labeling her as a terrible person. She acknowledges that her approach might have been somewhat extreme, but she maintains that her actions were justified. The husband's negligence and the potential danger posed to the baby were clear concerns, and the wife's decision to personally intervene and secure the baby's safety was commendable. However, it's important to acknowledge that the situation could have escalated if her husband had involved the police and reported a kidnapping. In retrospect, it might have been a better course of action to catch her husband sleeping and confront him about the neglect, rather than escalating the situation with a staged kidnapping. Following the incident, the mother decided to leave her husband, taking the baby to live with a friend, and is contemplating pressing charges against him. During this time, her husband did not make any effort to see their daughter, adding to the complexity of the situation. Following the incident and her decision to leave her husband, the wife faced a series of challenges and difficult decisions. While her actions were driven by a genuine concern for her child's safety, they also had far-reaching consequences for her family and her own future. Leaving her husband and moving in with a friend marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life as a single mother. She was faced with the responsibility of providing for her baby and ensuring her well-being, all on her own. This transition was undoubtedly overwhelming, both emotionally and financially.